Does Dvoretsky's Endgame manual cover king and pawn versus king endgames? If you are curious about whether Dvoretsky's Endgame manual addresses the classic king and pawn versus king endgames, you are in for a treat. This manual is a well-respected resource in the chess community, known for its thorough coverage of endgame techniques and principles. It dives into various endgame scenarios, including pawn endgames, which are essential for any serious chess player. While the manual does not have a specific chapter solely dedicated to king and pawn versus king endgames, it does cover pawn endgames extensively. This is important because many situations in pawn endgames involve a king and pawn facing a lone king. Understanding these scenarios is a fundamental part of mastering endgame play. Dvoretsky's manual provides detailed strategies for handling these positions. For instance, it discusses concepts like reserve tempi, triangulation, and the opposition. These ideas are crucial when you find yourself in a king and pawn endgame. Knowing how to maneuver your king effectively can make all the difference in converting a slight advantage into a win. The manual emphasizes the importance of creating passed pawns. A passed pawn can be a powerful weapon in endgames, as it forces the opponent's king to respond. Additionally, using your king to block the opponent's king is another technique highlighted in the manual. This can help you gain a decisive advantage in the endgame. Moreover, the manual teaches players how to exploit reserve tempi. This concept allows you to make moves that not only advance your position but also put your opponent at a disadvantage. These strategies are integrated into the broader discussion of pawn endgames, ensuring that players have a solid foundation in endgame strategy. In summary, while Dvoretsky's Endgame manual does not have a dedicated section titled King and Pawn versus King, it thoroughly covers the principles and techniques necessary for playing these types of endgames effectively. The knowledge you gain from this manual will serve you well in your chess journey, especially when it comes to mastering pawn endgames.